Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Maria Bonita, your tapping practitioner for today, and this sequence is something that's been requested specifically for those of you that have chronic illnesses or chronic pain. So what I want you to think about today is, how do you feel about yourself, or how do you feel about your diagnosis on a scale of 0 to 10? 0 being awful, and 10 being fantastic. What I want us to do is move us up the scale by the end of the tapping session. Obviously we can't snap our fingers and heal ourselves as much as we would want to, but we can reframe the way we're looking at ourselves to be more compassionate with ourselves, and that is going to impact the way we feel about it. So I've had some help from some lovely people putting this together, people that are going through chronic pain and chronic illness. So if you just have to tap along with me. However, if you have problems of mobility and you physically are not able to, or it's too painful to tap on certain points in the body, you do not have to do that. Just do whatever you can do. And if you're literally in bed and unable to get out of bed, what you can do is just keep tapping here on the side of the hand and do the entire sequence on the side of the hand, okay? So let's get started. Rate yourself on a scale of 0 to 10. How good are you feeling about yourself? And let's take it for a whirl, okay? So tap here on the side of your hand and just repeat after me. Sometimes I feel like this means I'm inadequate, like I'm helpless. And I start feeling hopeless about things. I feel like I can't be counted on. And sometimes I feel like no one really understands. I try and hide the pain, and so people don't realize how much I'm truly suffering. And sometimes I feel really lonely, like I have to push people away to protect them, because if I let them get close to me, I'm just going to let them down. And even when things seem to get better and I have some kind of breakthrough, the fear that it will go back to the worst point stops me from really enjoying it. And often, as I try and stay positive, I try and put on a brave face, and it's absolutely exhausting. And sometimes I ask myself those questions. Is this all my fault? Is it because of my lifestyle, what I've been eating? Is this karma trying to get me back? And sometimes it's the smallest things that make the biggest impact. Just wanting to do something simple, like cook dinner for myself or my family, is so out of reach that I feel like a burden. And I recognize these feelings, these heavy emotions, the feelings of helplessness, inadequacy, like my body's attacking me, like I can't even trust it. And I just want to not have to think about this. I want to be free from constantly going over this in my mind, because it just takes up so much mental energy. I just want to be here, focused on the present, enjoying my life. And sometimes I just feel like it's never going to get better. Things are only getting worse. And I don't know what to do. So I'm not going to fight this. I accept that I feel these things. And it's understandable. If anyone else was in my position, they would probably be feeling the same way too. There's no guidebook on how to manage this. I'm just doing my best as I go along. And sometimes it's a reminder to me to lead with gratitude. There's times where I feel so grateful for the smallest things that other people would totally take for granted. And I've learnt to advocate for myself. Sometimes doctors don't understand what I'm going through. Sometimes my friends and my family don't understand. But I can be proactive. I can ask questions. I can say no when I need to. And most importantly, it reminds me to turn to God, to Source, Spirit, whatever you want to call it, to strengthen my connection, to strengthen my faith. I don't want to live in fear of what could happen, of what might happen, of what I'm told is going to happen. Instead, I choose to be present. Because the truth is, I'm doing my best. I'm really doing my best. And I didn't know I could deal with this before. After everything that I've been through, if someone had told me this, I think I would have broken. But I'm still here. Because I have an inner strength that I didn't even know existed until now. And so I'm going to turn inwards and remember that I can handle this. I can deal with this. Because I've already dealt with so much. So I forgive myself for the guilt. That I'm not doing enough. That I can't be counted on. I choose to let it go. Because it's not serving me. I accept that people are going to misunderstand me. Maybe misdiagnose me. Maybe think that I'm exaggerating. Because they don't have to understand me. I just have to understand myself. And the more I choose to turn inwards and connect to God, Source, Universe, whatever you want to call it, the more I realise that I am doing my best. I'm really navigating a difficult situation in a way that I never knew was possible. Even if my body might seem weak, inside I'm stronger than ever. So in those moments where I feel kind of helpless, or like I'm so tired I can't move, I'm going to use it as an opportunity to turn inwards and tune into the strength that I do have. Because no matter what happens on the outside, no one can take away from me what I've built up on the inside. And so it is. Put your hands on your heart and take a really deep breath. Let it all go. Send me a little message down below. Let me know how you've got along with this tapping sequence. I'm always happy and excited to create more sequences that you guys request. And if you want some more personalized support, please feel free to reach out for a one-on-one session. Take so much care.